Joining us to give us his view is David Stockman. He's the former budget director of the United States, now advocate for fiscal discipline. So perfect person to talk to, another perfect person, I should say, coming off of Peter. Alan Greenspan said if you back out Europe, we would be doing okay. I want to start there because Europe is obviously troubling the market significantly today. Do you agree with his assessment?
No, I totally disagree with that.
So you agree with Peter?
Yes. Europe may be troubling the stock market and the robots who are trading by the hour, but in terms of the fundamentals of the economy, we are in deep trouble. We have huge structural failures that have been building for 30 years, and now we're reaping the whirlwind. Our economy has been stalled out since September of 2007. If you look at the real GDP, in the last quarter, it was the same as September 2007. And we're not making any headway because we got massive debts. We've offshored and exported a lot of our middle-class jobs. And what we heard last night is just more Keynesian poison, as far as I'm concerned, that won't solve the problem and will just bury us deeper in debt.
This is a great point. First of all, let me say how excited I am. We had President Obama's former CBO director. Now we have President Reagan's former CBO director. I can't, last night I rewatched President Reagan's 1964 speech, thinking maybe we'd get something like that from President Obama. I kind of made Carol watch a little bit with me.
We did.
What do you think of what we got from the president yesterday? I mean, Peter just came on and said, this is what we need. We need to buy back some more jobs in the short term, and we should be meeting that with deficit reduction measures for the longer term. Do you not agree with that sort of two-way strategy?
No, I disagree with that. It's the same thing that Europe did. Instead of facing the problem, it kicks the can, tries to do something in the short run, and just gets in deeper. This is the 6th stimulus plan that we've had. And now we're creating a huge cliff at the end of 2012 that will either cause a massive increase in taxes and reduction in spending, or they'll kick the can again.
David,
I think this is so bad that it's...
let me play devil's advocate a little bit. So what about if we continue to juice the economy a little bit? I'm not saying I'm an advocate for this, but if we juice it a little bit more and we get things going, we get companies hiring, we get people spending even more, the economy starts to grow and things start to fix themselves. Tax revenue goes up. I mean...
Well, that's exactly what they said in February 2009, $800 billion. It didn't do it.
But who knows that we wouldn't be in worse shape now if we hadn't done that?
You can't spend and borrow your way into prosperity. Our economy is broken, and the government needs to be taking care of its own finances and not try to continue the stimulus. Let's look at what happened in December. $800 billion tax giveaway to the rich, the poor, the middle class, everybody else. It had no effect on the economy and got us buried that much deeper in debt one more year. We are looking at another $10 trillion in debt over the next 10 years on top of the 15 we have. So I would say the worst part of this is the payroll tax holiday. Who are they kidding? We desperately need that $175 billion to pay the government's bills and keep Social Security barely alive before it collapses. And yet they're telling all the workers of America, have a tax holiday and go out, and buy some more Happy Meals and some Under Armour you don't need on borrowed money. It's really bad.
We got to run, unfortunately. Matt, I'm going to toss it back to you.
I'm going to cut about 10 sound bites from what David just said and play them in my show Rewind later tonight. David, thanks so much for joining us.